Let's be honest, we've all sat through presentations that were, well, a total snooze fest. But what if I told you there's a blueprint for making presentations that don't just share info, but actually win people over? That's what we're diving into today. How to build a presentation that really makes an impact, helps drive decisions, and leaves a seriously lasting impression. You know the feeling, right? You're in a room, someone's up front talking, slides are clicking by, but your brain is just somewhere else entirely. Maybe you're sneakily checking your phone, or you're deep in thought about what to have for lunch. Maybe you're even making a mental grocery list. It's a universal experience, and it's the absolute last thing we want people doing during our presentations. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be that way. Once you understand the real power behind a great presentation, you can turn what could be a boring meeting into a huge opportunity. The stakes are way higher than just keeping people awake, but trust me, the rewards are even bigger. Think about it. A bad presentation wastes everyone's time, buries your main point, and can actually hurt your credibility. But a great one, it creates total clarity. It helps people make decisions, and it really, really builds your reputation. It's a genuine strategic advantage. And that reputation builds something incredibly powerful called eminence. It's not just about being known, it's about being known for consistently adding value to others. The late Steve Jobs was a master of this. His keynotes weren't just product demos, they were events that shared a vision. He was building eminence, and that's the ultimate goal here. So, how do we get there? Well, the journey starts way before you even think about opening PowerPoint or Google Slides. The most critical work happens right here, in the strategic foundation. This is it. This is the single most important question to ask yourself. When it's all said and done, what do you want your audience to? Think of it like a road trip. Your goal is the destination. You have to pick one place you're going before you can plan the route. Because if you don't know where you're headed, you can be sure your audience is going to be completely lost. So you've got to choose one of these three, just one. Why? Because our brains crave focus. If you try to make people know something and feel something and do something all at once, the message gets muddled and they end up doing nothing at all. So pick one. Do they need to know a key fact, feel a sense of urgency, or act on your proposal? That one choice will guide everything else. Okay, you've got your destination locked in. Now it's time to think about who you're bringing along for the ride. A presentation is never a monologue. It's the conversation. And any good conversation starts with understanding the other person. And I love this way of framing it. It's not just about their job titles. It's about the relationship between you and them. It's a two-way street of perception. First, you have to be honest with yourself. How do they see you right now, before you even say a single word? Are you one of them, a peer? Are you the expert they're looking to for guidance? Or are you their manager? That's your starting point. Then you get to be strategic. By the end of this presentation, how do you want them to see you? As a leader they can trust? A partner they can collaborate with? Knowing the answer lets you tweak your tone, your language, everything to bridge that gap and shape their perception. All right, we have our goal. We understand our audience. The blueprint is done. Now for the fun part. Let's start building the actual experience. And this is just a brilliant way to think about it. Forget boring outlines. Instead, picture yourself as an architect giving a tour of a building you designed. It's a simple metaphor, but it makes structuring everything so much easier. Every great tour starts in the lobby, right? Your opening is the lobby. It's where you welcome people, give them a quick lay of the land, that's your agenda, and give them a little preview of the amazing views to come. You get them comfortable and excited. The body of your presentation, that's the tour itself. You're guiding them from room to room, and each room is a key point. Each has its own story, its own purpose. You don't just throw all the furniture in the front hall. You reveal it one beautifully designed room at a time. And where does every good tour end? You guessed it, right back in the lobby. Your conclusion brings everyone back to that big picture. You remind them of the highlights, the amazing rooms they just saw, and you lock in the main takeaway of the entire experience. Now that the structure is rock solid, we can add that final layer, the visual design. Honestly, this is where a lot of presentations fall flat, but it's also where you can make a huge difference by remembering one simple phrase. Less is more. Let's look at a real-world example. Say you're presenting and you put up this slide. The title is Ship Accident, and it's got a nice photo of the Titanic. It's fine, but does it grab you? Does it make you feel anything? Probably not. So how can we make this better? Now look at that. The difference is night and day, right? The title isn't just a label anymore. It's a headline. The unsinkable ship sank. It's dramatic. The photo isn't peaceful. It's the moment of disaster. It creates an instant emotional hook and makes the point impossible to forget. That is the power of design. And this is the #1 sin of slide design. The one on the left, I call that a slidement. It's trying to be a slide in a document, and it fails at both. It forces your audience to choose. Do I read the slide or do I listen to the speaker? The slide on the right, though, that's a billboard. One idea, big font, a powerful visual. The lesson, simplify to amplify. And that leads to maybe the most important takeaway of all. You are the presentation. You're the star of the show. Your slides, they're just the backup singers. Their only job is to make you look good and help your message land. And that brings us right back to where we started. This quote from Harvey Diamond just says it all, doesn't it? It all starts and ends with your goal. If you have that one clear purpose, then everything else, your strategy, your story, your design, it all just falls into place. And that is how you craft a presentation that doesn't just get delivered, but one that truly wins.